Mm. Ahoy, everybody. Good to see you. Hope everyone's been doing just swell. You better be doing swell, otherwise I will hunt you down and I will accuse you of having better things to do. How dare you, you bastard. Terrible. Awful thing for you to do, really. Hope everyone's doing good. Just enjoying some tea. I've been past like couple days been feeling like pretty tired and just like you get the little drippy nose thing where it kind of comes and goes. But overall, not too bad. I'm just like, now I'm just like, well, fuck, I really hope I'm not sick because being sick, kind of cringe actually. Kind of dog shit, if you ask me. But what do I know? Let's see. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was wondering why that wasn't coming up proper. Okay, hold on. Let me just do this real quick.
Chicken tendy.
There we go. Good enough. Okay. We had so nice we had to do it twice, right? Forgot to add it to because my just chatting and my regular chatting screen are two different things, two different scenes, and I forgot to add the text to the one that has the transition on there. So I'm like, huh, I wonder why that one doesn't show up. It's because I didn't add it. Crazy how that works, right? Kind of wild. I hope everyone's doing good. Yeah. So yeah, just been just been chilling, just been kind of doing my thing here. Been trying to take care of some important business over here on my end. Was originally planning on going to the gym or whatever because I had to miss Wednesday because normally I go like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I had to miss Wednesday because of a dentist appointment. Plan on making up for it today, but something came up and I had to do that. So unfortunately, couldn't go again today. Like, dear God, I need to go to fucking tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my mind. Probably gonna try to make up for it for Saturday morning as well, because why not? Why not? Fuck it. Not like I have anything better to do. So yeah, oh well. Cause like I'm kind of curious. I might I don't know. I might have some other shit to do on Saturday too. Listen, doesn't stop around here. But it doesn't stop. I mean, stops like kind of frequently, but it's just at a pace like I don't want to do, and because I'm lazy as fuck, so I just don't want to do it. But hey, it's what it is, right? It do what it do, Yugi, is what they say. So yeah, we are going to. I hear you ask, j0everkill, what are you gonna do today? First of all, I'd say you're not watching the fucking schedule, which I posted specifically for a reason. Just for people to ask me all the time, Joe, what are you playing this week? So kind of pisses me off that I post the schedule every fucking Monday just for people to not look, you know? It's like, why do I even bother? Anyways, so what are we doing today? Today we are going to be doing some more Boltgun DLC. Forges of Corruption is up. So, I did see. I was like, you know what? I had a lot of fun playing Bolt Gun. By the end of the game, it got like really chaotic, kind of fucking crazy. And so I figured I'm like, huh? Well, there is a DLC, and the DLC is like $6. So I decided, hell, why not? I spent that on a couple slices of pizza today. So you know what? That was my dinner. I was like, I really don't want to cook anything. I really don't. I could not be fucking bothered. So I just kind of gave up on that idea. And on my way home from taking care of some other business, I just decided to get a couple slices of pizza. I'm like, yeah, why not? From a local place I really like a lot. Little bit more on the pricier side, you know, for a slice. It's like two slices for $6. then again, I realized we're kind of on the other side of, you know, we are very much on the other side of having, like $2 slices, like $1.50 slices. Okay, those days, them days are over. They are well and truly over, dude. You're never getting that shit back. But at least like this place, their slices are really good, and they are and they're huge too. So I'm like, I kind of can't complain. Basically like $6 for dinner. I ain't mad. I ain't mad. Why not? So, all right, we are going to. Well, seeing as how it's been a quiet little start to the stream so far, I am probably just going to jump right into the game. So, why not? All right. All right, we change that over. Let's get this out of here and let us fire up good old Boltgun, shall we? Why not? Chapter select. I wonder what that could be. Ooh boy. So, man. There's... What... Wait, am I crazy? Am I just hearing that? I'm hearing like macaroni noises off of the chapter select, and I can't say I care too much for that. Slanesh would be proud. It seems like such a strange like sound effect for the main menu of this game. I would have expected something more like metallic, but I didn't expect that. Okay, well, interesting. What an odd choice. So, okay, so they do give you like little stats as to all the stuff. So in the very first level, I missed the one and only secret. Apparently the secrets get pretty advanced here. Goddamn. Goddamn. Okay. Forges of Corruption. Into the Manufactorum. Foul denizens of chaos has seized a Manufactorum on Graya. You must gain access to the Forge Complex by any means necessary. Deliver the Emperor's judgment upon every heretic that dares stand your way. Who am I to argue, man? You know? Who am I to argue? Who am I, man? Who am I to argue against the Emperor's will? I'm not. I'm not. Okay, so let's get going. Why not? Medium, hard. What is... That's weird they list this out. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this is probably gonna be a really bad idea. I think I'm gonna go on hard because I was able to get through most of the game without really much of an issue besides like a couple parts. So I think I'm gonna boost it up to hard. I feel like challenging myself, even though usually DLCs of like shooter games like this are like much harder. I think we can do this.
Your work on Graya is not finished. Forces of the arch-enemy have overrun Manufactorum Sector Gamma 75B and are twisting its machinery to their depraved purposes.
What? No way. Chaos is still there.
If they're not stopped, the corruption will spread and threaten the entire world. Find a route through the Manufactorum. Fight your way into the Forge Complex. Expect high level
Pixel art's really good.
resistance. Show them the Emperor's judgment.
Oh, is that a Hellbrute?
Descend to the demonic foundry and purge the corruption by any means necessary.
You know what? If there's someone who can do it, it's Malum Kaido. Named Ultramarine character.
Are the Emperor's chosen?
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Are the death of heretics? In the Emperor's name, let none survive.
Alright, that goes kind of hard. Alright, that goes kind of hard. You know, what am I going to say? I'm going to say, oh, that's not cool as fuck. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding, chat? So we are starting off strong yet again. Is it me or is this game very, very loud again? No? It seems like the game's loud, but I don't know. Fuck it. Fuck it. That's a you problem. Alright, so I already have my crack grenades. I already have my crack grenade. I have my my regular frag. I'm good. I'm Gouda, dude. I'm Gucci. Hitting with that boot scooting boogie, you know what I mean? Oh, I think I shot his plasma projectile when he fired it and it fucking killed him. Oh, that's cute. Just a little guy, just a little nerdling, just a little fella. Shotgun ammo? Already? Interesting. Where have you hidden my beloved shotgun? This game certainly passes the test, by the way. Whenever I play any shooter game, I always hit them with the... Okay, is your shotgun good? Does your shotgun make good shotgun noises? If not, game sucks. Game's bad. Never gonna survive. Excuse me. Any game that has a bad shotgun will not survive the test of time. I'm sure someone can provide me an example of which that's not true. Now, however, I will say this. Halo 2's shotgun, not very good. Halo 3 shotgun, also not ideal. However, has some good sound to it. And sometimes that's all you need. Good sound effects. You need to make me believe I'm firing a shotgun. Example A. I believe this is a shotgun that Astartes has. I mean, shit works. It's effective. What can I say? I like how he gave me sass right when he came out of the warp. He was already like, oh, Ultramarines. I'm like, oh, you little nerdling. It's kind of cute. We had a little standoff, like an understanding between rivals, you know. Already starting with Chaos Marines, huh? Already starting with the Chaos Space Marines. Already starting, huh, with your bullshit. Well, at least they drop frag grenades pretty easily, which is fine. I'm kind of surprised. Now, I'm pretty sure, I am like 100% sure I'm going to eat my words. Starting out real quiet so far. Starting out strangely quiet. You know, like I expected at least the start of this to kind of like ramp up at least a tiny bit more, but like, listen, I just started. Maybe I'm just used to like, now I guess I'm just used to, what is it? Doom Eternal's DLC that was like psychotic and how it fucking handled that. Okay, already starting off strong, huh? Okay, so of course I say that and then I backpedal my ass off because of one aspiring champion. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna eat my own words. I am now like 100% confident I am gonna eat my own words on this one. Excuse me, folks. Apologies. Yeah, I've been feeling slightly under the weather. Been feeling just kind of like a general tiredness and just kind of just overall just kind of not 100% lately. So bear with me. Oh, there's fucking Terminators. Okay, all right. I said I was gonna eat my words, and you know, goddamn. I don't know. Oh, I was killed by an aspiring champion. All right, that makes sense. Also, this is on hard. So, you know what? It's about time I get tested a little bit more. So, why not? Oh, cool. And we mulched him as well, so he ain't gonna get back up. That's one thing you always gotta remember to do with them fucking champions is like, do not, if they hit you, do not give them a chance to like get back up, because they gain a whole point of toughness. They gain like a whole nother level if they get back up, which is fucking scary, dude. It is quite bad. There we go. Got him in time. Okay, so I can definitely notice there is quite a health difference between the just even the regular Space Marines and the Terminators and stuff like that. There is a noticeable difference. Which is good. That's what you should expect. Now it's at this point. Well, I also don't have all my strong weapons that I had during the end of the game, so my bolter's a level 4, but the shotgun's a level 3, but it still feels like pretty, like at least decently effective at taking down Astartes and the Terminators, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm on Fent. Who knows? I do love Fent. I'm getting plasma gun ammo. Now I'm wondering if I missed plasma gun rounds, dude. Now I don't know. Now I'm feeling paranoid. Oh, heavy bolter. My boy. Alright, mulched him. Oh, I don't much care for that. Oh, shit. Man, heavy bolter just never disappoints, dude. Heavy bolter, my beloved, never lets me down. Anytime I'm feeling like I'm doubting something in my life, anytime I'm feeling, you know, like I'm not truly my 100% best, heavy bolter just comes in and just pats me on the shoulders like, you're doing just all right, bud. Thank you, heavy bolter. Without you, where would we be, truly? I don't know where I'd be, dude. I'd be lost. Heavy bolter's my best friend, dude. Also, like, I'm already starting to use grenades, like, much more often in this DLC. Oh, I can get up there. Oh, can I? Ugh. Okay, maybe. I think I have to do it there. I think I have to get like a good solid parkour jump. I feel like I'm just shy. Under. No, just lights. You know, I was hoping. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, I'm gonna start way back here. Ah, fuck. I'm sure there's something I can do for that. I'm sure it's some kind of skill issue, but who knows? Most likely a skill issue. Also... all this delicious goo. I like how it's like nurgling jump scares almost, but they're too cute to be scared by, so I don't know. I don't think it works on me. The little nurglings are just too cute, man. I don't know. It might be heretical to say such things, but man, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
j0everkill on top.
Ah, hell yeah. Thank you, Wolf. Appreciate you. Well. It's also like a pretty solid bet to put the blessing onto like your bolter, like your bread and butter weapons. They're just guns you use all the time. I have so many points, I don't know what to do. Yeah, fair. I was gonna say I haven't brought back the suit or any of that stuff. And then honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I want to do it again unless it's for like special occasions. So I'm trying to think of ways for like people to spend their points to do stuff with. I just haven't really figured it out yet. I just haven't figured it out yet. Die. I'm missing a Sigma key. Fuck. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't felt inspired lately to figure out what to do with the points. I don't know. There's a lot of shit that I'm thinking of doing and not doing, and I don't know, man. I'm fucking lost in the sauce, bro. Have to make more emote things or something like that. The thing is, I do have emotes, but they're for subscribers, which I'm pretty sure you're sub to the channel. I'm pretty sure you are, but there's like the sound alert things. Those yeah, I do have a few sound alerts, but like, yeah, I just need to find things for like people to spend their points on. I have a couple of things, but yeah, I don't know, man. Just gotta find the right uses. That's all. Ah, Ghost, good to see you, my boy. Actually, technically, Ghost gets first because no one's redeemed it until now. So, Ghost is technically first. No? Actually, first. Yeah, brutal. I was gonna say, the opportunity's been there. Okay, I gotta move. I can't fight that other bloat drone from up there. Too dangerous, dude. I wasn't sure I showed up late to the party. You can always try to redeem it. I do have it set up to where if you can't redeem it, it will like basically tell you that it's not available. That'll let you know if someone's done it or not. I just don't want to fight that bloat drone up close because those things can really dish out a ton of damage, especially since I'm playing on hard. Oh. I hate killing them because they're so cute, dude. But, you know, listen, they are chaos filth and they have to die. I wasn't sure I showed up late to the party. I'm 30 minutes late. That's all right. I was gonna say it's been a pretty slow night so far. Not a whole lot on the chatting front has exactly been going on. So hey man, it's okay. It's all good. I always like to have, you know, people show up though and come and say hi, even if they're lurking, you know. Also, how is audio, by the way? Because I wasn't sure, because it looked like things were kind of spiking a little bit, especially during combat. Wasn't sure how I sounded versus like all the enemies and all the fucking gunfire and shit, because there's a lot of guns. I'm scoop slamming grandmas into bed right now. Based. Make sure you scoop slam at least one grandma for me, dude. It's like, this is for Joe, and they're like, who? And you just body them. We got missile launcher. The Emperor provides. He sure does. All right, we got missile launcher. We got new weapons. Holy shit! Oh my god. Okay, game. Okay, Boltgun. You have sold me. You have sold me on the missile launcher. You don't have to argue with me, man. You don't have to wrench my arm at all. Can't even tell there's guns in this game. That's fair. Listen, you don't need a gun when you have this sick-ass chainsword. Look at these silly little guys, dude. Man, missile launcher slaps so hard. Missile launcher is so good. I know it's inefficient to use the heavy bolter on the little nurglings, but like, listen, man. Listen, the heavy bolter is just my beloved, and I love them so much. Heavy bolter and I are in a polyamorous relationship, except not really, because that shit's cringe. Polyamory is for people who can't decide and just like think it's alright to just cheat on someone. It's just consensual cheating, so like, I don't know. It's not for me. Anytime I have seen like, okay, I apologize. That was probably a little mean. But like, anytime I've ever seen like a poly couple like break up or fucking something go wrong, it blows up in like the most insane, crazy ass way. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, it's always such a goddamn mess. And plus, like, listen, I could not make it work. Listen, boys and gals, I can only disappoint one person at a time, okay? Let alone like try to find time in my schedule to disappoint several people simultaneously. Are you kidding me? Who has the time? Jesus Christ. Who has the goddamn time? I don't. Or the patience or the energy, man. Listen, I am not willing to master like Google calendars just so I can get some occasional pussy, alright? Oh my god. No thanks, I'm good. I'm getting tons of plasma rifle ammo, but where is my beloved? Where is my plasma rifle? Don't look at it as disappointing, people. You're just winning the race. That's true. I'm always winning, baby, because j0everkill is on top, and j0everkill has always been on top. Oh! Holy shit, Chad, you see that? That was awesome. We shot our missiles in midair. That was... I didn't know you could do that. That fucking rules. You could also shoot their missile out of midair and kill them with it. As long as it's close enough to them. That fucking rules. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, this game rocks. Great physics, yeah, dude. These silly little guys, dude. Now I'm just like, okay, where's the rest of the bullshit? And actually, this is a good little place for the Nurglings to be, because they kind of blend in with the like the sewage background, so it actually makes them kind of harder to spot. I mean, I always love little bits of interactivity in games like that, where, like, okay, so like older Halo games or just Halo games, and for example, have like awesome interactivity, like the ability for the grav hammer to send like a warthog flying or whatever and hit someone with it, or a fucking grenade being able to make a traffic cone fly, hit someone in the head and kill them. That shit's awesome. I love stuff like that, man. It adds like so much more to the game than you could ever fucking hope for. I think it's awesome. That we're already getting hit with a great unclean one, boys. God damn. Holy shit. I get that little bit. Where is he? I was gonna say he shouldn't be hard to spot, but oh fuck. Okay. There is a lot of shit going on there. Great unclean one amongst all that other stuff too. And I think there's a bloat drone in there as well. I think I need to just pick off all the I think I just need to pick off all the little guys first before I tackle the great one there, because he's a real prick. And again, I think he's gonna spawn more, so it's like, am I just wasting my time here? So many like plague toads and everything too, which just does not help with like the area denial. The bloat drone up there as well, just it's so rough. I'm out of ammo in that. Yeah, even the heavy bolter isn't really cracking him. Oh, yeah, missile launcher rounds. Let's fucking go, boys. See, the problem is too is that this thing is a strength 4, so it looks like it's mainly meant to clear out like mobs. So like armored targets like him just kind of shrug off a lot of it, which fuck, that attack is strong. Grandfather Nurgle has shared his guts with you. He sure has. Damn, that attack hits so hard. Great Unclean One with like all the regular like plague codes is so fucking... Wait a minute, chat. Okay, that is huge. That helps so much. Fucking tore his ass up, boy. Alright. Sick. Okay, so finding that like void grenade was huge. Absolutely massive for the account. So they do give lots of grenades, lots of ammo, lots of health and everything around. It's just like the unfortunate part is that like you got to get in and get aggressive, because otherwise you are going to have a rough time. So I did what I thought was safe and just trying to just kind of stick to the outside and just kind of, you know, just kind of harass him a little bit with a missile launcher and just kind of pester him, but actually I need to get in. Okay, so they do give you like lots of ammo and health and items and stuff. Absolutely fucking oh my god, dude, that's so mean. That's so goddamn mean, bro. Are you kidding me? Okay, so probably the most dangerous enemy in this game is not the Great Unclean One. It is not the Lord of Change. It is in fact the Red Barrel. The Red Barrel appears to be the most powerful foe the Imperium has ever faced, because goddamn, these things hurt real bad. Okay, I knew I saw like a big contempt boost over here, so okay. I do love that the armor for this game is just called contempt. Like, you just hate them so much that just like, yeah, I can take a shotgun round to the chest. I just fucking really don't like you. I think that's fun. Well, you tried. He thought about it. He did. He didn't get very far, but he thought about it. Oh, these fuckers. There we go. You gotta get a little chainsword action in every now and then. Otherwise, people are gonna think you're weird and lame. Listen, if you don't use the chainsword, what are you, silly? Are you some kind of goober? I'm kind of surprised the missile launcher is only a strength 4. Technically, it's like the same classification as a bolter. Huh. Kind of strange to me, but you know what? Whatever. It's fine. So I got a purple key, but I haven't seen a purple door. Maybe I just haven't progressed. Yep. No thanks, dude. Don't want to deal with your bullshit. Okay, so the purple key was required for the lift. Okay, gotcha. Because like 99% of the time it's for a door, so. This is a cool looking room. There's gonna be a big old fight in here. I fucking guarantee it, dude. Lots of big science stuff going on here. Lots of weird nerd shit. Don't think I'm cool with it, but you know, fine. That's how you know things are gonna go very wrong if you see these in the arena, because it's like, hey, buddy, you're gonna need some help. How much you want to bet? And like an infinite ammo thing or a full ammo restock. They're gonna want you to do some bullshit in here. Oh, I can feel it in my bones. My bones are already aching. And there's ammo stuff up here as well. I like to try to kill as many of the fodder enemies as I can, because they just like clog up the area with so much projectiles and bullshit that like I just like to get rid of that. Especially these guys with the plasma rifles are real fuckers. Though I have, oh, there's a Chaos Terminator. If I have this right, I believe this is still the first mission. We have not hit a checkpoint or you know, like a level clear screen. So, oh god. Oh Christ. That explains so much. Bro is sprinting in Terminator armor. That is not cash money. Oh, come here, fucker. I don't like the idea of Terminators with lightning claws chasing me. That if that's got to make you pucker up, dude. There's no way it doesn't. Telling you, I could have broken a steel rod in my ass at that point. Jesus Christ. Overall, that room wasn't that bad. Actually, the new rocket launcher actually was kind of huge. Like, honestly, a big MVP there. Huge MVP. It was able to quickly deal with like some of the Space Marine groups and even kill off some of the like the Terminators and stuff like that just pretty quick. Despite only being like a level 4 weapon, you know, really not that bad. Pretty damn reasonable if you ask me, but what do I know? Cool. Oh, wait. There we go. All right, now I'm ready to move on. Nice try, buddy. Okay, there's a progress door. Okay, so yeah, that was just the first level. I was gonna say, I know I did not find much in the way of secrets in that one. Okay. My nose is starting to do the little drippy thing. I hope this doesn't get worse into the weekend. That would not be very cash money. Be rather poor. Oh, so collecting all that armor and stuff at the end of the mission was pointless because they kind of reset me at 150 health and 100 contempt. Hey, Servo Skull, you doing okay? Just kind of tweaking for a second. Downward trajectory detected. Thank you. Thank you for noticing, friend. I appreciate you. Where is my beloved? I must find my plasma rifle. Oh, there's a... Ah, okay. At first, I couldn't tell what that thing was. I was like, oh, that looks new. It is, in fact, not new. Oh, there's a fucking Terminator as well. Ooh, Volkite, you say? Okay. Don't much care for 2 Terminators with lightning claws chasing me. I already did not like 1, but 2 is actually rather bad. Oh, I'm so fucking bad at video games, dude. Already some rough pumpkins to start out this this level with. Really not a ton when it comes to health. Well, so far. Oh, well, you just gotta look for it instead of you know, just kind of running off like an idiot. That's all you gotta do. Omnisci's blessing. Ooh. It's been real good on the shotgun, I've noticed in the past, so I don't see why I wouldn't do that. More I always like more Volkite ammo. I'm always looking around corners. I'm always spooked by what's going to be around. I'm going to get jump scared by some fucker. Some aspiring champion's going to be around a corner and I'm going to piss myself. Okay. Getting some ammo. No, I was wondering when you pink cores were going to come back around. Okay, so that looks like the way out. Is there any other like little secrets, little doodads I can find? No, I think that was just progress. Okay, no, that's fine. I agree. It kind of astounds me how many voice lines they have for that taunt. Pretty impressive. Probably should have saved that. Cultist threat level evaluation insulting. I like that. I like that a lot. Multi-melta. Oh, multi-melta fucking rules. I can already tell. I already like the regular melta gun, but yeah. Multi-melta rules, dude. Large Xenos aberration detected. Can't imagine what it would be, dude. Oh, it's one of them. It's one of the giant fucking bull dudes. Yo, Chaos, why are you working with the ambuls, dog? I think you worked like that, my guy. Oh, it's so cool. Bro, how could I say anything bad about the multi-melter, bro? This thing is gold. Oh man, this shotgun actually rips really good with the fucking the blessing on it. Now, where did our fairly large friend go? All right, this room has more shit in it than I thought it would. I like how it is fighting other stuff in the room too. It's kind of like being distracted by them, which I think is kind of neat. Bad idea to try to do that. Ah, fuck. This might be one of those things where I just have to kind of, I think I have to kill the Ambol first. Okay, it is fighting other stuff, which I do appreciate, because listen, my guy. I did not know me and this weird alien would end up becoming, like, good friends. But here we are. Listen, it's not the first time the Imperium of Man has worked with, you know, some sussy bakas in order to achieve some goals, you know? There's just so much shit happening. It's just a war. Maybe I can let them kill each other. It's maybe a grand strategy here, but what if I don't have to? What if I just don't have to, you know? What if I just let them kill each other for fun and profit? Well, goddamn. Okay, might be multi-melta time. Yeah, it turns out our boy's just been just fine going around killing everything else. So I have no reason to want to disrupt his urges of violence here. Ooh. Now I would say that's probably a level end, right? However, knowing how crazy this game wants to get sometimes, I am not quite sure about that. They're like, oh, well, we don't know. And they get all cute and playful with it, you know? Now I'm kind of wondering how the blessing would go with the multi-melta. The multi-melta is already, like, fucking pretty good. But it could be better. Could always be better, chat. Oh, these little health pieces. Mmm, yummy. Alright. I think we're good. Of course it does. Of course it does. All right. Yeah, give me some goddamn grenades, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm in a sneezy Pete over here, dude. Oh, I forgot. I got Kraken rounds. I like this is a like little like prison block. Almost like a little containment unit. I think that's cool. Getting sneezier. I'm getting worried. Because anyone who knows me knows that like I get sick. Like always like right before I have time off or during, and it sucks. I don't know if you guys have the same problem, but it's like that shit, dude, it sucks so bad. It's always when you get like time off that like you get fucking sick, and then you have to spend your whole time just recovering. And of course, you feel better right when you have to go back to work. So it's like, okay, cool. Awesome, dude. That's so rad. I like that very much. Oh. Definitely doesn't upset me whatsoever, man. I'm cool with it. Cool with spending all my time off just getting over being sick. Hell yeah. Oh well. I mean, that door is just a fucking funnel of death. Listen, Chaos. You can't be pulling some silly shit like this. You really can't. It's not cash money. The Emperor forbids it. Not allowed. Catastrophic explosive event 4.4.36. Okay. So there's only like a 4% chance of like a catastrophic explosion. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Everyone else is making a big deal out of it. It's like, hey, the whole thing can explode and fucking kill thousands of people. Big deal. So now we gotta find a purple key. Looks like 2 purple keys. Sorry. Got your ass. Oh, my boy, the Vengeance Launcher. My beloved Vengeance Launcher, you've returned to me. You look as wonderful as the day I lost you. Bro, why you run so fast? It looks like they added more variety with like the regular Chaos Space Marines too, because I think I see a variant that has like a plasma rifle, and there's a variant that's like the regular one that we've seen with just like the bolters. Sorry. That's pretty cool. I'm always out for like more variation and more little mix-ups. I think those are fun. I think they're kind of neat. Oh, cool. Malum Kaido's Boltgun. Thank you for the follow. You know, I didn't expect to meet the glorious Malum Kaido's Boltgun. You know, I'm a fan of your work. I think you do excellent stuff. I like the way that you shoot heretics and the heretics kind of go. Solid work. Keep that up. Glory to the Imperium, brother. Oh God. Nope. Not getting back up today, brother. Woo! Get out of here. You know what? In your honor, I will kill these Space Marines with your bolter. Just because. I form out my finest for the glory of the Imperium. Damn right. Listen, we all should. Listen, it will not be defeated. Chaos and the Xenos filth will not be defeated without us performing at our finest. So yeah, we you know, this is no heresy November. We would never dare to think of doing anything heretical during this month. My word. Okay, okay. So this is also my first time going through the DLC. So far, and I'm also playing the DLC on hard. You know, I figured, I'm like, you know what? Like, the regular game on normal was... There were some spots where there was kind of like some spikes in difficulty, but not that bad at all. But like, on hard, I can tell they definitely stepped it up a little bit. And I'm feeling satisfied with this little bit of challenge here. DLC is fun. Okay. DLC so far has been really fun. Definitely like some interesting mix-ups with its challenges and all that. I think it's been pretty cool. And also, I think it helps too that I'm playing on hard now. I was surprised to hear that the DLC was only like $6 too. I was like, really? For like a whole other like chunk of the game with like new weapons and enemies is like $6. I'm like, that seems like a no-brainer. I really enjoyed the base game, so I figured, hell, why not? What is this? What is this heretical nonsense? Come on now. I'll grab that for now. Door located. Well, I don't know what that opens. Engage purpose unknown. You know what? That is fair. I also am quite unsure as to what that does. I'm sure most of the Imperium also probably doesn't know what half these things do, because they are probably lost in some kind of parchment that is lost in some archive on a forgotten world somewhere. They're like, I don't know where it is. And you keep the weapons in the base game. It's a word. Oh, really? Huh. I did not think that would happen. That's honestly really cool that the DLC weapons will also like go back into the base game as well. I mean, I would say that's worth it for sure. Because listen, the two weapons that I've seen so far, the multi-melta and the missile launcher, have both been pretty good. I haven't been able to complain. So then again, you know, not saying that I would complain about anything about the Imperium's weaponry, the armaments of the Emperor and everything. I would never dare do such a thing. Do not feed me to the Inquisition, I promise. Hello there. More missile launcher ammo. Oh, I was already full up. Damn it. I thought that was a new weapon. Listen, all I want, right? All I want is some lightning talons. Dude, I've been wanting some gosh dang lightning talons in Space Marine 2, okay? Listen, if I could get a gift for you know, Christmas this year, I would ask Santa for a pair of lightning talons. That's all I want. I am not a complicated man. I am not a complicated man, okay? I love me some gosh dang lightning talons. So Santa, I know you already got a lot to work with here, right? You got kids asking for PS5s, for gaming PCs, for TikTok fame, or whatever the hell it is that the kids want to do nowadays. I promise, if you give me this, I'll never ask for anything again. Get a boy some lightning claws. Okay? I don't think it's that unreasonable. Just hit the elves extra hard this year to give me some lightning talents. That's all I want, man. I don't think it's that unreasonable. Actually, give me some lightning talents in Space Marine 2 and in real life. That's all I want. Okay? I don't think it's that unreasonable. Be one hell of a Raven Guard assault build. I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be so cool. I would absolutely dig that, dude. Which is why I was kind of surprised when they had the cosmetic DLC that they had white scars for the assault class. It's not out of character or anything because white scars are my favorite loyalist Space Marine faction. I was kind of surprised they were in assault, which it kind of makes sense, but I was kind of assuming they'd be like a Vanguard thing, but I know they already kind of have that for Space Wolves. So assault didn't seem that crazy, but like, oh, brother, I just want some goddamn lightning claws. The power axe has been really cool. It's been really fun. I actually really dig the power axe. At first, it felt kind of underwhelming, but the more that I used it, I kind of got used to it, and I gotta say, I dig it. I really dig it. I mean, it also helps you level it up to relic status and all that, so it's actually like really strong. I don't know. So I assume Mr. Malum Kaido's Boltgun there, if that is your real name. I assume you play Space Marine 2 as well, and I gotta ask, because it's probably one of the things I've been kind of the most iffy on in the game lately is the new Chaos Spawn enemies. I haven't, to be fair, I haven't exactly been, you know, looking for other people's opinions on the matter. How do you feel about the new Chaos Spawn guys? If you've played recently, since the big update they came out with. I'm curious to see someone else's opinion. Lots of ammo and everything. There's gotta be some way to unlock that. Or unless... No. Okay, you can't just blast it open. Alright, you know what? Fair enough, game. Fair enough. They move so slow and then suddenly fast. Yeah, I think they have like weird mix-ups in their moves, kind of like Elden Ring bosses, where, you know, they'll hit you with one of these, where they'll go, and then they do that, and it's like, what the fuck is this? They have like such insane wind-ups to like fake you out. And like, God forbid, they attack you in groups of like 2 or 3, and they just like mob the fuck out of you. It's not like Tyranid warriors, right, where you get a little group of warriors on you. You can fight back if you're careful. You know, you pick and choose when you put some shots in, when you want to try to parry one into a gun strike and all that. There's stuff you can do, but it feels like with the Chaos Spawn, you just kind of get fucking mobbed by him, and there really doesn't feel like much that you can really accomplish there. That's a perfect example. Thank you. Like, to be fair, that was one of my main criticisms with like Elden Ring too. Like, Elden Ring kind of it did some pretty wacky stuff with like its boss windups and some of its attacks. I like Elden Ring for the most part. It's just like some of that stuff felt like I kind of was rolling my eyes a little bit at it. Where I was like, all right, bro, for real though, what are we doing? There's a, like but the thing is, I'm not even like really kidding when it comes to like the attacks and the chaos spawn. They literally do that shit, and it's like, it's so weird. They like fake you out, and it's just odd. I'm good at Bloodborne, but I suck at Elden Ring. Yeah, I mean, dude, same. Honestly, like I was pretty good at Bloodborne, right? Now, when I say I was good at Bloodborne, I mean I was able to beat the game on New Game and New Game Plus 2 and all that. So I was able to beat the game like that and shit. But the thing is though, is that like the gun parries offer a little bit of wiggle room despite how aggressive the game is. It gives you a little bit of distance where you can parry without where if you're unsure as to like an enemy's attack as to the timing of it, you get a little distance where you can go and go pow, right, and catch them at the right moment. It's tricky, but you can do it, and there's a little bit of built-in safety, whereas like trying to dodge or do a lot of this stuff in Elden Ring, you just die instantaneously. It's just so rough. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad. I am willing to concede that it is a skill issue for me, which you know, listen, I'm Unk mode. I am 33. So maybe I'm just old, man. I don't know anymore. I'm willing to concede that I am Unk pilled or whatever the hell is going on nowadays. I have no clue anymore. It's perhaps a skill issue, but at least with the chaos spawn enemies, I feel like their health is kind of where they should be. Like, they do feel a little squishy, which is fine because they attack you in mobs and they're really fucking scary. Oh, I thought they I'm an idiot. So the chaos spawn just like, they feel right in a way where like you're able to kill them and dispatch them with like other Majora's enemies in a reasonable fashion. But the fact that their attacks are just like so wild, and their little combo strings that they hit you with, they have so many attacks. Dude, it's insane. And they have like these little flurries they hit you with that just like, you know, because I normally play at like level 15, like mission wise. That like I normally play at that level because I can kind of kick back, chill, and just kind of kill some shit, not having to lock in, you know. But sometimes even at level 15, the chaos spawn are just crazy. Enemies that move slow and hold back attacks are just horrible to fight. Yeah, especially when they're in groups. Especially when they're in big groups, because then it's like, what are we doing here, man? Because now it's like, well, shit. Now I gotta account for the delay of like 6 other guys who are also doing this weird wind-up. I don't know. It never feels like you can get proper timing in with anything. It just never does. It always feels like no matter what with these guys, you're on some kind of back foot. See ya, nerd. I didn't think you'd run off the ledge. That's pretty funny. I never thought they would do that. I was ready to lay down some heavy bolter down there. Okay. Okay, we took care of the problem. Bonk. I remember when Space Marine 2 first came out, Ruthless difficulty was such a pain, and now it's a comfort difficulty. Yeah, I didn't, to be honest, like, I didn't play it personally when it first came out. It took me a little bit to jump into it because, you know, I'm going to be honest, I started getting into Warhammer very recently. Like, I would say within the past, like, 5 months, 6 months, maybe. I just started getting into it. I started listening to like lore podcasts, started listening to like Adeptus Ridiculous because I already like Bricky's content. And then, you know, I've been hearing about Warhammer stuff here and there over time. And every time I'd poke in the door, I'd be a little entertained. I'd be like, that's really insane. Haha, that's funny. And then I would kind of leave and then poke back in. And every time that happened, I would be like, okay, maybe I should actually dive in and really find out what this 40K business is all about. And I've been pretty happy since. Also, rip Akaran and Chiron, by the way. they did not deserve it, bro. They did not deserve it. Like, Akaran is like, I think, like, to be honest, I think Akaran's kind of disposable. I think his VA is great. But, like, to be honest, he wasn't really all that interesting as a character. But, like, I think Chiron was a, I think Chiron was, like, a really big missed opportunity. Which sucks, dude. Like, to just kill off, like, Chiron, especially when he, like, tells you in Space Marine 2, he's like, yeah, man, I was at Calth. I'm like, what do you mean you were at Calth? You were there during, like, the heresy? And then they kind of drop it and they don't go back to it. So, like, that would have been so cool to kind of, like, in possibly Space Marine 3 to maybe hear a bit more about his perspective, you know, a guy who was alive during the heresy. You know, that would have been really cool to delve into that. But then there's like, he's dead. Find some gene stealers or something. And like, what do you mean? Oh, that bothered me. That upset me. I was sad. I personally got into 40K through the game Space Hulk Deathwing. Ever since I've been a happy guy, and yes, rip to the legends, yeah. I heard that Space Hulk is kind of cool too. Isn't that the game where you're like a Terminator squad going through like a Space Hulk, like clearing out hallways of Tyranids? I think that's the game. I mean, the game always looked cool. I did watch a Mandalore gaming review of that game, and it seemed like it has some really cool ideas, but it was pretty flawed. At least from my understanding. Again, I'm just a outside perspective, but it looked cool as fuck. What's going on? Yeah, he has so much potential in the lore to kill him off. Yeah, I think it was a really big wasted opportunity to just kill off especially Chiron in just like some community lore update thing. I think that was silly. Personally, huge disagree. Considering too that like I'm a fan of the Halo franchise. And I've recently like, okay, not recently. Things have been rough over here for quite a while, so I'm trying to find something else I can grapple onto that is fun and interesting. And 40K has been scratching that itch that Halo has not been able to do. Where to go? Yeah. Deathwing is amazing. I've heard it's really cool, and like any bits that I've seen of it, I'm like, man, that looks so fucking cool. Like to play as a Terminator would be sick. Just like just like the power fantasy aspect of 40K, which I think is what gravitates people towards it, is like the power fantasy, the absurdity of the universe itself is what makes things so appealing. That's why I got into it and started enjoying it, was that like it's just absurd in so many ways, and I find that to be, for some people they can find the absurdity and bounce off because they're like, okay, that's too much. But I don't know, it scratched that itch for me, so I think it works. I'm stuck on a box. Oh god! Get mulched, get mulched. I hate these things, dude. I hate these screamers. Oh, there's a Terminator up there? Bro, that's not very cash money, bro. How about that? There are so many of these screamers, dude. Oh, that's a Hellbrew. Okay, dude. There's just so much lore, it'll always scratch the itch. Yeah, that's what I find to be really cool. And to be honest, like Halo also has a ton of lore as well. Like the Halo universe has so much cool stuff going on in there, and that's like Halo got me into like sci-fi in general, like really falling in love with just sci-fi as a genre. It's got lots of cool stuff in there. I do have a lot of the books and everything, but recently 40K has been kind of scratching that itch for me. Okay, so I got the multi-melta. I also got my missile launcher. Oh, it's this plasma rifle guy. God damn it. Okay. We gotta reposition. That spot is just not working. We got our vengeance launcher. I don't think this will do too much to him, but at least we can chip away at him. Oh, he's up there? What are you doing up there, you silly little guy? He's just a silly little fella. He's just hanging out there, man. He's just having a grand old time. Oh god, please. I'm getting stuck on boxes. Keep getting... Sorry, I'm locking in. I'm trying not to get murdered. Trying. It's so weird he's up there. He's just kind of cute, just hanging up there. Like a silly little guy. Star Wars was my invite to the genre. Yeah, hell yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Now, personally speaking, I've never been much of a Star Wars guy. I can definitely see, though, how people can really just kind of bite into it and just absolutely just like get lost in the Star Wars lore and shit. Because I think that there's a rich universe to be had there, and I think there's a lot of cool shit that you can have. I guess my problem, like, I'm not knocking your interest or whatever, But I guess like one thing from my perspective that I've seen about Star Wars is that it's felt just like a little too focused about the Skywalker family, and that's always just kind of like, that's always kind of made me bounce off of it, personally speaking. Now I know that that really sells it for people, and you know the Skywalker stuff is can be really cool and interesting, but like the universe just always felt too focused on like that set of people, where I'm like, okay, there's so much cool shit that's out there, and we're just focusing on like 6 people. Like, what are we doing? Come on, there's so much out there. There's so much out there that's cool and interesting we could be talking about and focusing on. Like, what are we doing? Like, so to show potential that like this universe has sauce, is that like, now I haven't watched it, but I've heard that Andor show is very good. Very good. Incredibly good and interesting as well. And it's not like a Skywalker show. So once again, showing that like, hey, this universe has cool shit going on that doesn't need to focus on the Skywalker family. Disney ruined Star Wars? Yeah, I agree. It just got too corporate, too silly. And I know like Star Wars fans have definitely had their complicated history with George Lucas and what he thought was good for it. So it's complicated. It is complicated. But yeah, like I just still cannot believe, after like acquiring Star Wars, after purchasing that, right, to just not have a plan, to just not have a plan to go forward with those movies. It just like, that shocked me when I heard that. They're like, we don't really have a plan for 3 movies. Like, we know we want to make them, but we just don't know what to do. And I was blown away by that. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have a plan? What do you mean you don't have a plan? Like, you have like billions of dollars at your disposal. What do you mean you don't have a plan for like 3 movies? You're just kind of wing it? But my brother, in capitalism, the same company owns the studios that have the Marvel stuff, the people who specialize in like long-term planning for films. Can you at least like give them a call and ask like, hey, how do we, can you help us connect like 3 movies like this? No? Nothing? You're just gonna, okay, well, all right, that's a bold move, Cotton. I don't think it paid off for him, but it was a bold move, all right. I don't know. I know if I had billions of dollars, that's not the plan I would take, personally. But what do I know? But hey, listen. You are in you are in light company, my friend. Just like how you are not a fan of what has happened to Star Wars, I am not a fan of what's been happening to Halo for a long time. And I am deeply concerned as to what's gonna come out of this this Halo 1 remake that they're doing. I'm not even at the cautiously optimistic part of this. I am like deeply worried, because I'm just like, I don't think you guys learned the lesson. I don't think I just don't think lessons were learned. I don't know. Then again, maybe I'm being a little harsh. Maybe a lot of the stuff that I see from like the Halo 1 remake, like the game is about like a year away from being shipped. So maybe a lot of mine and the community's complaints are going to be listened to, are going to be heard. And I'm not expecting all the changes that the community wants are going to be made. But I'm hoping that the most important ones are going to be done. But at this point, I was a big stand for Halo Infinite, and Halo Infinite turned out like Infinite. So I'm not hopeful. And I've already made a pledge to not buy the remake. As much as it kind of breaks my heart to think about, I'm not gonna buy it when it comes out. I have been a day one fucking, you know, like Halo game comes out, I'm there buying it kind of guy for the longest time, but I just can't do it anymore. I need to know that this is not going to suck before I put any money down, before I do anything. Because it's one thing that I tell my my community all the time is that like these companies aren't entitled to your money, right? You don't have to buy their new thing when it comes out. You know? You don't have to do it. I tell the people who buy Call of Duty every year, which I realize is a fairly large audience, right? You don't have to buy it. Every year I see people buy the new Call of Duty game just to play it for about 3 or 4 weeks with their friends and then go, wow, this sucks. I am not having fun with this, and then they drop it like a bad habit. Maybe it's just me. But you don't have to repeat the cycle. You don't have to do this anymore, everybody. Yeah. Rich companies ruining good universes. Yeah, I think it just becomes so detached from like the personalities and the thoughts of the people who originally made it, that they lose sight of it. It becomes so broad. It becomes so market tested. It takes a lot of the personality and soul out of it. And I think some of its flaws are what can make a piece of art so interesting. All the Halo games are flawed, right? But they are incredible. Like, you know, they are amazing games despite their flaws. Like Halo 2 is my favorite game of all time. And that game, if you were to throw that at someone, they could have a lot of fun playing it, but it is not hard to point out the flaws in Halo 2. Halo 2 had its own unique set of problems, but we're not going to get into that. But like once it gets bought up by these entities, they become so corporatized. They become so like it just sands down all the edges and just becomes so market tested and market focused and everything. It doesn't have the same sauce. It lacks personality. Not harsh. Halo is slowly going downhill. Yeah, it really has been. And plus, like, I was silly enough out of morbid curiosity to check out the Halo show that released on Paramount. I checked out the first season when that came out. Brother. Dog, what are they doing to my franchise? What are they doing? Oh no. It was so rough. Like, listen, even Silent Hill's making a comeback. Okay? Like, it's not Jover. It doesn't have to be. My favorite Halo game is 4, not because it's good, but because me and my brother played that game almost every day when we were young, and we just love it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, I want people to enjoy the franchise And the thing that I fell in love with, that I love, right? I want people to enjoy that too. Absolutely. I love when like, which is why I don't understand when some of the Halo community was like, oh, I hate it. When they're like, oh, I'm so mad that Halo is on PlayStation. Who cares? More people get to experience like the franchise that you grew up on,
like rotten dick,
that you love.
like curd.
More people get to see that and experience it.
Onions, fuck the farmyard shithouse. I'm sick of your smell. I'm sick of it.
Hello, Santa. Good to see you. What's going on, my man? And like, now I will say 4 has its flaws, right? 4 is definitely not a perfect game. I like the story. I feel like it has a lot of missing potential, and like the multiplayer was kind of fun. I did enjoy the multiplayer a little bit. Like I'm definitely more of like an old head in that regard, where like it didn't hit the same for me. It felt more like Call of Duty than it did a Halo game, which I understand they're trying for a new direction. Okay. I don't mind it as an experiment. I just don't like that as the overall trajectory of the franchise. But for someone to say that they started on Halo 4 and it's their favorite because of some fond memories, I cannot take that away from you. And I'm glad you have some positive memories with the Halo franchise, and that's all I care about, honestly. That's all I give a shit about. I'm finally home. I love these 14-hour days. Oh yeah, oh, I imagine it's real fun for you. Oh, I imagine it's a real good time for you, brother. Well, I hope you're able to kind of sit back and chill at least for a minute or two. I know that's a pretty unrealistic expectation as well, but I hope you're able to at least chill for a second. Just watch me play video games, whatever you want to do, bro. Those were the good days, yeah. I feel ya. Like I grew up playing Halo with my friends, you know. We would have like LAN parties and shit. We would hook up our Xboxes together in someone's living room, and we would just fucking sit there, play Halo multiplayer, trash talk, and just stay up all night playing fucking multiplayer. Whether it was Halo 2 or 3 or, you know, CE or whatever. It was a great time. And I realized that like we're all adults now, right? We're all in our 30s. We all got families and shit. Well, I don't, but but all my friends got like families and everything. And but I cherish those memories. I miss them. And that is the experience that I want other people to come up to when they think of Halo. I want this social aspect of video games to come back. I want like Halo became as big as it did because of its features and because of the social aspect of that game, right? We can sit here and talk about how we love the story, how we love the lore, the universe, all this crap, right? But Halo became big because of the social aspect of this game. That is why. And I'm not going to pretend it was otherwise, right? It was the combination of the social features, the story, the multiplayer, the Forge, theater, a file share, clan systems, all this stuff combined together to make like something so crazy and awesome and interesting and just so goddamn cool. And I feel like one major misstep that I'm already seeing that has really frustrated me with this remake is they say it's campaign evolved, so that means there is no multiplayer. And I guarantee they're going to charge you $70 for that game. At least $70 for that game. And I think that's crazy because you're getting half the game for more money than you would have paid back then. And I think that's kind of bad, actually. I think that's bad. I don't like that. I think it sucks, actually. I do need some health, something fierce. I've been taking a beating. Trying to talk and play at the same time. Been trying though. As soon as I get home from work, I have little kids to go from school, go pick up north for doctor's appointments. Oh, god damn it. Never go for the chainsaw. Never. Bring them for a visit after, wait for that, then drive home. Yeah, rip. Phone's gonna die. Rip and pepperonis, brother. Oh god! Get these goddamn lightning claws away from me, dude. Plasma rifle, my beloved. Answer my problems for me. Oh god damn it! I walked right into him. I'll read your message in a second. I'm sorry. I'm just a bit wait, I can pause. Okay. Me and my brother never had friends to play with, so we played games that we could play together, and we still do this to this day. Even the game is bad, I prefer the memories that I get out of the game. That's what I think a lot of stuff is missing in games. Is that I do love single player games. I do. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is probably one of my standout favorite games that I've played in the past like few years. And I have loved, I love that shit. But I do think like games that you can play with your friends are like vital. They're so important, honestly. And I'm not just talking like competitive multiplayer. It doesn't have to be that. No, I think that's one thing that made Halo such like a wonderful thing, is that you're able to play in person with someone. You know, couch co-op and all that is very much a thing of the past, unfortunately. And doesn't help that 343 lied as well when they said that each Halo game past Halo 5 was going to have couch co-op. They lied. They absolutely lied, because Halo Infinite didn't have it. They gave up on it. They said it was in the game. People were able to get in and fucking get into it, and it ran just fine, but they lied about it. Awesome. Just die, please. All you damn Chaos Space Marines need to GTFO, let me tell ya. Ooh, I took a big hit there. I don't know what it was from, but it was from something. Ooh. Purge finished. Ooh. Game makes you work up a sweat. I miss couch co-op games. Yeah, I do too. I do too. I feel like that's something that that a lot of things miss. I understand that in like some ways they can create They are tough to do. But I think that the experience is worth it, depending on the game, of course. But I feel like that's important. The social aspect of games has largely been pushed to the side. And I think that sucks. I think that's really unfortunate. You know? A lot of games have pushed social features off to the side to treat them as if they are some like archaic piece of the past that, you know, should not be fucking seen or worked on or anything like that. Like, remember when Battlefield 2042 was like, the scoreboard is a legacy feature? A scoreboard in a shooter is a legacy feature. That was insane to me. Yeah. I think like proximity chat and a lot of that stuff, again, depending on your game, is also important. People, like, obviously people are gonna abuse like some aspects of it, right? People are gonna shout slurs at you every now and then, whatever, but you can always mute them. One thing I don't like though is that, like, I guess maybe it's my experience, but I do not like queuing with randoms and like when I used to play Apex, dude. Apex, queuing with randoms in Apex is like, you could start a stopwatch to see how fast you're gonna get called a slur by your own teammates. Same with like League of Legends. It's just as bad. 2042 wasn't great, but they did improve before BF6. Yeah, that is one thing that I did hear, is that they did, you know, despite all of its flaws, they did go back and they significantly improved 2046 to make it a hell of a lot better. Not excuse me, doing a lot of yapping and feeling a little under the weather, but not saying that like 2046 is a good game now, but they've made it a hell of a lot better since launch. I gotta give them credit for that. And they, a lot of the stuff with 2042, they had like the characters. They did away with the class system, and then they add these like cringy hero characters that just said like just dumb Marvel quips, and I'm just like, man. It's so lame. No one wanted this. No one asked for this from Battlefield. I don't know why you're putting it in. Change for the sake of change, man. I don't understand it. Also, where's that? Sometimes there's like too many weapons where I forget that some exist. Like, I always forget the Volkite exists. They tried being a COD game for 2042. Yeah, I think that's what happens, is that like, now I think competition amongst games is a good thing, right? I like that there is that Call of Duty and Battlefield kind of butt against each other every like year or two or whatever. I think that's a good thing. I think it keeps them both sharper for it. I don't even like Call of Duty games, but I like Battlefield way more, by the way. But yeah, just I like it when they have something to kind of like put them in their place every now and then. I do like that. But like sometimes they can copy from the other guy's homework a little too much, and it's obvious, and you're like, okay, what are we doing here? You kind of lose your own identity once you start copying from them a little too much, and I think that sucks. You don't have to do it. Oh, I can see that right there, bud. Ooh. COD fell off hard. Yeah, I'm not part of the Call of Duty community, but it looks like a lot of people, just based on the trailers and stuff, that they are people are bouncing off pretty hard of Blop 7. It does not look like people are enjoying what that's going for all that's worth, I guess. Even people who like kind of glaze Call of Duty or whatever are just kind of like, ah, I don't know about this one, boss. Yeah, just like I don't know. I think Call of Duty is just one of those franchises that feels so, at least to me, Call of Duty feels so disposable. I don't know if that's the right word for it. It feels so like, hey, this sucked, but I'm gonna wait next year to see what they're doing then, and then we'll see what happens. Like, it's the new thing that plays really well that you can kind of pick up and throw away, you know? And it just feels so fake because of it. It's like it's a neat doodad you find at a store, right? That's kind of cool, that catches your attention and you go, hey, that's kind of neat. But you know, like a week or a month passes by and you see that thing again, like, why did I buy that? I didn't really need this. This felt silly, you know? And COD always just feels like that to me, especially with its nature of like having a new Call of Duty game every fucking year. It feels cheap in that regard. Like, given Call of Duty plays sharp, right? Like, the games feel smooth. They feel solid in a lot of ways, right? They have like a clearly high production value, but they still feel so cheap and disposable despite all that. I gotta deal with this heretic first, and then I'll read your message there. The old COD campaigns were good, but now there's money-hungry developers. Yes, I'd say it's more on the publisher side. Like, you know, Activision is fucking Activision, who are also now owned by Microsoft. It's just, God. The developers are just being like, okay, well, we have to make some kind of COD slop this year, so I guess we'll do this. I feel like they're stuck in the mines, you know? No, I do not want to spend that. Yeah, the old COD campaigns, because I remember I played Modern Warfare 2, the old one. I played that one back then. I had fun with it, but I was never much of a COD guy. I was never much of a COD guy. I just didn't really care for like modern, more realistic shooters. It just wasn't me. I was always more of a Halo guy. I always liked a bit of excuse me, a bit more whimsy and imagination and stuff like that. Was never much of the realistic shooter kind of thing. But yeah, the original Call of Duty games were I could see the appeal. I can definitely see why someone picked up Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops or whatever at the time and go, this is a fun game. I'm having a great time with this. Yippee. I can understand that. But like now it just, you know, insert joke about Nicki Minaj or Beavis and Butthead skin here, you know. And now it just feels like fucking Fortnite, dude. It feels so weird and lame. Why am I seeing Beavis and Butthead, Nicki Minaj, and fucking just like Attack on Titan skins in my Call of Duty? What the fuck is happening? It just feels like slop. I don't know. Maybe I'm just mean. Hello. Die. I gotta activate my computers. The AdMech told me to. Love me a good plasma rifle. Love me a good plasma rifle there, brother. Ooh, pretty. Very cool. Now I'm seeing off in that there distance some enemies. Wonder if I can hedge my bets ahead of time. You know? I think that's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know. I just... So, like... This whole thing like Call of Duty and like AAA games in general, I just bounce right off of all these things. They just don't feel genuine to me. They just don't feel like anything like fucking matters, you know? It just feels like the slopification of games. Whereas like I've definitely gravitated more towards like the indie scene. Like I've found that I've been having way more fun. I've been having way more fun with like smaller titles than I do with like bigger games. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me, but I just don't have the same fun as I used to with like AAA games. I just don't. Not to say that I don't enjoy my big budget title, right? Baldur's Gate 3 is a massive title. It's a massive game that took a lot of money and a lot of time to make. But just like your Call of Duties or whatever, it's just like, it just feels so soulless. The EA slop. Oh, you guys can't touch me in here. Hold on, I got something for you. There we go. Oh, multi-melta, baby. So elegant. Mwah, so clean. When it comes to games or universes, I'm attached to 40K and 30K books and more. I've actually started to kind of like delve more into like reading the books and everything. So I have a weird collection so far of 40K books. I have Brutal Cunning, the Orc book, one of the Orc books. I have the Infinite and Divine. And I have Lion, Son of the Forest. Those are my 3 Warhammer books I got right now. And I heard Games Workshop announced they're gonna have a... I think they called it like a saga collection of the main Horus Heresy novels. Like there's like a collection of 12 of them or something that are like the core parts of the story of the Horus Heresy that they're gonna release. So I'm kind of holding off on getting Horus Heresy stuff until until then, if I can get it. Because I think that would be nice. And plus, I think isn't a lot of the Horus Heresy stuff like out of print as well, so they can get like really fucking expensive. There's something like that. I could be wrong. Yeah. There's a lot to love with the 40K lore. There's so much of it. And so I have a favorite Loyalist Space Marine faction, and I have my favorite Chaos Space Marine faction. I love my White Scars, my Loyalists, and I love my World Eaters as Chaos. I love my World Eaters mainly because of Karn. Okay? Karn is my boy. My boy. The way that he just absolutely beats the piss out of Erebus. I'm like, I already really liked World Eaters, but the fact that when I learned that Karn beats the piss out of Erebus, I'm like, yep, I'm sold. Sign me up on the Karn train, baby. Get me a premium membership. And I'm not saying that like World Eaters are like the most complex and interesting Chaos Space Marine faction, because you can have some real interesting stuff with like the Night Lords and just like the Black Legion and all that shit. You can have a lot of like the what is it? Alpha Legion. Alpha Legion's hilarious. I fucking love Alpha Legion too. I think Alpha Legion is mad funny. Die. I'm at really low health, so I'm trying to play this a little cautious. Oh, what do you know? There's health and armor right there. I was foolish. Forgive me for my cowardice, brother. Ooh, wait. Ooh, there's stuff to do. Love my Dark Angels and their successor chapters. My favorite Traitor Legion is Death Guard. I mean, Death Guard is solid too. Like I had a tough time deciding who was like my favorites for quite a while. Like Dark Angels is great. Their successor chapters are cool as fuck too. Like I dig the Black Templars. I think they're very funny. Which is one thing that like fucked me up for a bit too, was that like when I learned that Black Templars are Iron Imperial Fists successor chapter, that surprised me. I'm like, really? The Fists successor chapter, not a Dark Angels successor? Huh. That surprised me. But yeah, no, Dark Angels are cool as fuck. Lionel Johnson rules. I love how like him and Lehman Russ have like this whole thing between them, because like Lehman Russ is he is a savage but noble guy, and Lionel Johnson is a noble but savage dude. Lionel Johnson comes off as this elegant, you know, sophisticated, noble guy, but he's really, holy fuck. He is a monster. Whereas Lehman Russ comes across as a savage, someone who's like very unsophisticated and everything, but in reality he's actually quite a noble person. So I love that contrast between them. Yeah, I definitely gotta like read more of the oh, hello, Mr. Space Marine. But I've got to definitely read more like pre-heresy stuff because the majority of my knowledge comes from 40K stuff. So I would really like to know more of the heresy era stuff. Like I know about like pretty much all the Primarchs, like where they came from, what their stories were, and you know what their legions are about and everything. But as far as like all the kind of nitty gritty of like the personal stuff between a lot of them, I don't know too much. And I've heard that like 30K Space Marines are actually incredibly interesting as opposed to their 40K counterparts. And that's where people find like a lot of their interest in the setting is like the actual like complex characters in the 30K stuff. Again, could be wrong. But that's just one thing that I've kind of heard. Oh, the grav cannon, baby. Oh, hello. Destroy Noctilith fragments. Suppose I can do that. I don't think the Vengeance Launcher is going to do it. My aim is terrible, forgive me. Wonder. Oh, there is. I do actually have to blow it up. Here I was thinking, I'm like, oh, there's no way I just shoot at it, right? Okay, I was wrong, apparently. Oh, fuck. Heavy bolter, my beloved, help me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh! Okay. All right. There was a lore to change. I was unaware of Birdman's fucking nonsense. All right, Birdman, where'd you go? Oh shit. I kind of had a stroke there for a second. Okay, that's not going to work against him. Oh, did that get him? Jesus Christ, there's so many goddamn enemies. Okay, we need to move. Oh, yep. Okay. I cannot afford to have that guy chasing me around the whole time. Neither should you, bro. I'm gonna be real. Get out of here. this still isn't like nothing when it comes to like health and ammo, dude. Oh, I thought I was gonna die to him for a second. I mean, given I don't have like any health, place got tons of ammo. God, there's like a bunch of like little 2 points of health and stuff like that all around, but as far as like anything meaningful, oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. 40K is just the universe that was created so the fans can make their own stories and chapters and whatnot. That I do really enjoy about the setting is that there is a lot of flexibility as to what, like, they have it more of like, okay, we do have like stuff that's happened in the setting and everything, but it's more of like a backdrop as to like where you can put your own stories into it, as opposed to having its like really firm set of canon. There is still it's like important stuff that is happening and it's moving the overall broader story forward. But a lot of the time it is like, okay, you could like, this is just a setting, you can kind of do with that what you want. And I find that flexibility to be pretty cool, given that it's also built in a way where it's like, okay, there's like a million worlds in the Imperium and all that shit. So I mean, if that's not rife for flexibility, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? There was all this stuff that was sitting right there, and I didn't even notice. God damn. Okay. Awesome. Doing so bad on these secrets. I just can't, dude. I'm just not hitting it. Yeah, millions to billions of worlds. Like just the amount of flexibility and stuff like that in the setting is just, yeah, like incredible. To imagine the scale is like impossible. Okay. Oh, it's like, okay, it's about time. So we do this. So folks, that is going to be it for me tonight as far as the gameplay part. I am set. So millions to billions and just, yeah, Cadia. Yeah, Cadia by itself had like just so much shit going on. There's just so much in the setting that I absolutely love. So we got our boy, you know, proudly representing probably one of the most well accomplished Ultramarines out there, literally killing Lords of Change and Great Unclean Ones solo, sometimes at the same time. Yeah, man is like, look, you're right there. You're doing pretty good. You're out there Persian heretics, you know, with the best, with our best boy, with our best beaky boy. He's doing great. I hope I did Malum Kaido some justice. I hope I did him some justice tonight. Given my gameplay is not great, but you know what? I have fun with it, so whatever. So by the way, Malum, you are a new member to this community here. So I'm doing Warhammer games all month. I am normally a variety streamer. I normally stream a variety of different games. But this month I am celebrating my love for Warhammer stuff. Excuse me, sorry. A little frog in my throat here. But I am playing Warhammer games all month. because this is, you know, right there in the title, No Heresy November, and at the end of the month, on the 30th, I believe, I'll be having a stream where I give away some Warhammer games to celebrate my newfound love of this franchise. So if you're interested in popping in, you know, I would appreciate it. That'd be cool. So yeah. But yeah, just keep an eye out for the schedule as to what times I stream. I also have a Discord channel in case you are interested. If not, totally understand. Everyone's got a Discord channel for bullshit. For bullshit that no one cares about. So I understand if you don't care about that. No offense taken and all that. I'll definitely be back to watch. I appreciate it, brother. So what I have, I can join new Discord. All right, let me hit you with some sauce there, bro. There we go. That is a permanent link, so feel free to jump on in for that. Discord's pretty chill. We got like a whole bunch of different stuff that we talk about. We talk about Magic the Gathering, you know, music, fucking, you know, art that we're into. Just, you know, all sorts of bullshit. And I talk about 40K a lot in there too. But hey, it's all good. So I also post my stream schedule. You can see that in the stream schedule section of the Discord. So you'll know exactly what I'm playing on what days and what times. So next time you guys will see me is Sunday, where you'll be able to see me play more of the Boltgun DLC. And if we finish that, we're going to be starting Darktide, actually. Never played Darktide before, but I've heard it's pretty fun. And it's come a long way since it originally released. I heard it was in a pretty rough state when it first came out. But over time, they've slowly added to it. And now it's like a really fun game. So I'm excited. I'm excited to jump in. But I feel like we still got a lot more to go on this DLC. It seems like it's fairly hefty, but yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I've eaten your guys' time up for tonight. So have a good night, and always remember that j0everkill is on top. j0everkill has always been on top, and j0everkill will always be on top. See me on Sunday at 5 p.m. And take care, everyone. Have a good night.